Hi everyone, good afternoon. This is Adriana Rocha, speaking from Brazil. I'm co-founder and CEO of EC Global Panel, and I'll be speaking today about web semantics and its implications to market research. I'd like to thank the program committee for the invitation, and also thank you all for joining us for this webinar today. I'm very excited about being part of this very innovative festival and having the opportunity to help shape the future of our industry. For today, we have
sorry, Adriana. Adriana?
Okay.
Okay,
yes?
we had a couple of pieces of distortion, quite bad distortion, just as you were starting. So I'm going to need to ask you to start again. But also, since I'm speaking to you, slow down just a little bit. Okay, if you can speak just a little bit slower, because the webinar is not the clearest way of communicating voices. So it's helpful just to slow down a little bit.
Okay,
thanks.
No problem. Next. Hi everyone, good afternoon. This is Adriana Rocha, speaking from Brazil. I am co-founder and CEO of EC Global Panel, and I will be speaking today about web semantics and its implications to market research. I'd like to thank the program committee for the invitation, and also thank you all for joining us for this webinar today. I'm really excited about being part of this very innovative and having the opportunity to help shape the future of our industry. Our presentation today is structured around three main areas. The first one is understanding some basic concepts. What is semantics? How data is stored on the web? And the scalability problem we have due to how we push and pull data from the web nowadays. The second area is about the semantic web solution. We will reveal some basic principles, definitions, and current applications. And the third area is about the impact of web semantics to market research. So we'll be sharing with you some initial thoughts, and I look forward to continue open dialogue and discussions with all of you, and also know your vision and opinions. So let's start reviewing what is semantics. Basically, semantics is the study of meaning. So something very familiar to market research. For example, if we analyze a specific piece of information, either a comment, a video, a photo, or text, the semantic will represent the meaning of such information. In other words, what's expressed through the language or the symbols or images. The example that you see, sorry, I'm going to go to the previous page. So in the example on the previous slide, we see a sentence, I love the internet. And it's written in different ways, with different syntax, but the semantics or meaning of the sentence has remained the same. So let's then think about how data has been stored on the web, at least until nowadays. Basically, the web is a system of hyperlinked documents accessed through the internet. So information is linked to each other through those hyperlinks. We could say that the current web is a web of documents. Search engines like Google, for example, find information based on keywords and going through trillions of pages indexed by them. With the explosion of Web 2.0, and I mean by Web 2.0, this generation of the web focused on online communities, social networks, and communication platforms such as Twitter, where information is generated, shared, and multiplied worldwide in a velocity that we never ever imagined before. Even with this web generation, the HTML language is still the one used to produce web pages and documents, on the internet. So computers can understand the syntax of the web page, but they are unable to understand the meaning of those information they contain. So what's the problem? The main problem that we face is that the way we still push and search the web is not scalable. So today there are more than 1.5 billion devices connected to each other through the internet, and we have managed to store around 500 exabytes of data worldwide. Just to give you an idea, this is equivalent to a stack of double printed paper of 8 billion kilometers, which is higher 50 times more than the distance from here to the sun. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But it's still nothing. As per IBM, in 5 years we will have 20 times more digital information than we have nowadays. And by 2020, there will be 50 times more digital information than we have nowadays. The problem is that the way we search that information is not scalable as well. When searching the web, we type keywords, and search engines like Google returns a list of websites. We should then visit each of one to determine if the information we are looking for is there or not. Search engines like Google makes us do the work since they have to guess the meaning of what we are looking for. In this case, that you can see, I typed in, what's the temperature in Salvador? And Google guessed that I mean Salvador, Brazil, but has no idea which page has the answer I'm looking for. So nowadays, we can't compare similar items in different websites. We can't even share an electronic invoice easily because all the database and documents speak different native language. We are still pushing information to the web the wrong way and need to use information smarter. So what's the solution? The solution proposed is semantic web, also called by some marketeers as Web 3.0 or personal web or web data or web of things. In this new proposed way of storing and retrieving information from the web, there will be much more collaboration between people and computers. The semantic web itself is not new. It started in the later 1990s with financial reporting, and it's just now building momentum. W3C, the World Wide Web Consortium, is the official standards organization of the web. And they say the term semantic web refers to W3C's vision of the web of the linked data. On the technology standpoint, semantic web defines efficient ways to represent data on the www, generating a database globally linked. That is possible through technologies such as RDF, SparkQL, OWL, among others. The next generation of the web will be focused on the individual behavior and also on the personal web. I couldn't make a presentation about semantic web without mentioning ontologies. Imagine that using semantic web technologies, data can be represented as linked classes and subclasses of objects that have attributes and have relationship between them. So in ontologies is a formal representation of knowledge as a set of concepts within a specific domain. We could have ontologies represent different areas and domains of knowledge, such as financial objects, such as e-commerce objects, or whatever. So ontology is a formal way of representing and data and the relationship between them. If you analyze the next chart about history of information, We could say that we are currently building the semantic infrastructure that will help us meet the needs of the future generations. In a few years, our process, services, products will be generating their own semantic data automatically, creating flows of real-time information in the Internet of Things that will be all connected. We truly haven't seen anything yet. But all of these concepts that I have mentioned and present to you thus far, they are not fiction, they are not fictitious or used just by academics. I can share with you some examples where semantic web technology have been used to real projects that have been used for large organizations such as Facebook, Google, Best Buy, among others. Here we can see, for example, the DBpedia. That is equivalent to the Wikipedia but using semantic web technologies. We have good relations. It's a semantic web ontology for e-commerce. It has been used for by Best Buy and other e-commerce websites for the last 2 years. Friend of friend is another machine-readable ontology describing persons, their user activities in relation to each other. We have also examples of semantic search engines like Wolfram Alpha. You can go online and check yourself www.wolframalpha.com. In that specific example that I typed in, what's the temperature in Salvador? With this type of search engine, they will show us not just the temperature in Salvador, but it suggests if I am also interested in the temperature in Salvador country, and also it suggests other related information to Salvador, like the history, like the source of information. So this type of semantic search engines, they will be integrating data based on the semantic of the information that we are looking for. Semantic web is not just an academic exercise for Best Buy. Semantic technology has already led Best Buy to increase web traffic around 30% in the last 2 years. They also helped Best Buy to reduce costs and better services to its customers. Said Jay Myers, lead web development engineer at BestBuy.com during the Semantic Technology Conference in San Francisco in June this year. Best Buy in the beginning started using semantic technologies with the primary goal of using it to increase the visibility of its products and services. But with the data such as store names, address, store hours, and jail data being marked up using RDF language, engines are now able to identify each of those data components more easily and put them into context. Nowadays, Best Buy has added RDF to their entire catalog of products. So Best Buy is using also that e-commerce ontology that I mentioned previously. It's called Good Relations for e-commerce that describe products, prices, and company data. So what all of this mean to market research? I see 3 initial impacts to our industry. The first one, I will say that all of our customers in a near future, we want to pull everything from the web, and that will impact our business tremendously. The second one is that market researchers will compete more and more with new entrants into the information industry, including technology and internet companies such as Facebook, IBM, Oracle, Google, among others. The third impact I see is that market researchers will also need to use semantic technologies to store and retrieve consumer insights and strategic market information. As a conclusion, I personally believe that as an industry, we are moving into the right direction. For example, it's good to see in this festival different papers and presentations about the importance of listening, innovations, new research techniques and tools that will help market research be prepared to attend the needs of the next generations. The semantic web technology will definitely help us store, retrieve, and analyze web data in more smarter and efficient ways in world scale. Thank you.